Well, world of YouTube, I finally found this damn article I've had since, I don't know, 4 years ago, 5 years ago maybe. Uh, Very interesting article. As you can see the date here on Friday, June 18th, 1965. But the incident of what I'm going to read has happened in 1963. Now, whether it has happened, and this is what I've been waiting for, and I am very glad that I have found this article because, you know, even though this woman was still living at the time, is a partial picture. I kind of friggin' ripped it and lost the other piece, but this is Mandy Rice Davies. I'm hoping she's not related to Ray Davies from the Kinks. So that'd be a scorn name if she was. Tarnished name, too. But this is from Record American. It might have been from the Boston Globe. Was that part of the piece I lost? But I have kept the rest, of course, taped up. And like I said, 1963, as I'm going to read this out loud in a minute, but mind you, this happened around the time of Marilyn. And of course, everybody knows and thinks that Marilyn Monroe died of suicide, which I believe she was murdered. And also in this article, as I'm about to read, another scandalous thing of suicide comes up. But who had the affair was, if I can get it out right, I'm still kind of confused on how this goes, but it's London Associated Press. Mandy Rice Davies, a key figure in Britain's, now this is in British, mind you. And I don't know if Queen Elizabeth, Great Britain, England, no, Great Britain, sort of British and England, right? They're different. But this guy is a baron, mind you. Scandal of 1963 was named today as the other woman in a divorce case brought by Baroness Vivian Cermello. The Baroness linked Mandy with her husband, Baron Pierce, Emil Philippi Cervello, I can't even say that, repeatedly hired to a French sugar fortune. Oh no, reputedly hired to a French sugar fortune. Now 20, Mandy was catapulted into the headlines at the time of the perfume affair. Of course, these are words we do not use no more, mind you. As you can see, back in 1963, there's a lot of words, so I'm saying them wrong, it's right. You don't use them no more. Perfume affair in that Christine Keller was found to have been conducting simultaneous love affairs with John Profumo, then Britain's war minister, and Mandy was an associate associated associate of Christine Keller and of Stephen Ward, vice ring organizer who subsequently killed himself. So, okay. Now here's a baron. Perry, ML, married and having an affair, but this baroness finds this out. And an organizer, right, and killed himself. Mandy has been touring British and continental night spots with a singing act. The Cervellos were married in 1961. Lady Cervello is the daughter of a British baron. Now here's a Mandy that's affiliated with this guy, and this Christine, and this Steve. And this guy winds up dead as a suicide. You know what I think? I think the guy was murdered. Affairs back in the day, coming out and being found out, and this being like a Playboy type thing, and you want to kind of say a prostitution ring maybe, although they weren't getting paid or nothing, but sounds like to me this woman was getting pimped off. But a lot of affairs that go wrong, and the word suicide comes up. That happened in 1963 also. So now if this happened after the fact of Marilyn Monroe, mind you, did somebody get an idea? I think so. That stinks on the date, because I don't know if it happened before or after. But I got kind of a, whether this be before or after too, you have to think about also, did the Kennedys get an idea from this also? Mind you, being this in the Boston newspaper, Marilyn Monroe wanting to fall in love with Mr. John F. Kennedy. She didn't want to stop the affair. She loved the man. I think she literally fell in love with the man. But yes, another thing with rich people and, things just happening out of coincidence. What do you call it? I call it a conspiracy theory of murder. You can just imagine how many of these cases went on throughout so many years. And, these people getting caught up in their BS wind up dead. And I'm sure with this woman sending her off or whatever, they got pissed off at him and couldn't catch her maybe. And you know what? Never knew what happened to her afterwards, so anybody could have wound up dead. But something to think about. Like I said, 1963, same year, and suicide comes up in an article. Cheating in these days, back in them days. Stuff like that still goes on till today, so it's not surprising, but hey, it's always good to get something out like this. There's more out there than what the eye is to see. Until that next video, be safe, take care, and always beware, because you don't know what will happen if you get caught up in something tragic like this, huh? Or scandalous, Yeah. Think about it. Believe.